say
Top Billin. Remember, patreon.com/topbillin, the place to get your full unedited videos when we do these broadcast footage content items. We gets it in. And you know who else gets it in? That would be your man Sam Darnold and his man Clint Kubiak. You better enjoy Clint Kubiak now. I said it before, that second year, it almost feels like the Atlanta Falcons when they made the Super Bowl in their second year. With that style and having Dan Quinn up there like Mike McDonald, right? That shit is definitely looking like Baltimore Pacific Northwest right about now. And this shit right here looks like some old school West Coast Brett Favre type shit. I mean, they're pulling the guards right here. You got Charbonnet looking like he's going to be running some type of gap scheme. You're working with 13 personnel. It's for sure going to be a run. You got your best blocking wide receiver that's not named Cooper Kupp in there, right? What is that going to be? No, it's going to be shooting this bad boy to Arroyo right here on this corner route. You got Sauber, doesn't get a clean block on Xavier Collins right here, so it kind of messes us up. What I like about this, though, it looked like A.J. Barner's going to be in motion. Then he reversed his course right here, shooting that bad boy. So you can see the levels concept with, of course, Jake Bobo, that mid-level crosser there. So you can see how that's set up. Right? Completed that shit. I jumped up out my seat. I was saying all kinds of shit, man. I was like, Allahu Akbar. I was like, oh, my goodness. But, man, I had to show that shit because it wasn't his fault that shit wasn't completed. It was a damn pass interference. He threw the perfect pass. Off freaking a fadeaway jumper, whipping that head around. Look at that, throwing off the back foot. And he still gets it there perfectly. This dude is having an incredible start to this season for sure, doing a lot of shit that I said that he could do. But you have the naysayers out there. It is what it is, right? We will continue to see that. But Sam Darnold is on one.
And Sam Darnold, Cletus, he always likes it on his primary read.
Oh, really? You get an out route right here by Jackson Smith and Jigba. Mine Jigba. You get a hook right up here by A.J. Barner. And then you get your man Jake Bobo right here, right? Creasing the zone. And what does he read? Right? Always locking in on his first read, huh? Look at that. You can see it. 1, 2. Chain that bad boy. Allows Bobo to clear nothing but airspace and opportunity around here. And that's what happens, baby. Opportunity met. Nasty. You knew it was on when Jackson Smith and Jigba didn't catch a pass in the first half. All it took was one, right? And then the dam broke. Sam Darnold on the pull, quick set, and then Jakob. You know why? Because that man is able to come out of those outs real sharp, right? Hit that angle on him. That check that out right there. Instant separation, social distancing measures right there. And you know Sam Darnold's going to put it where it needs to be, low in the way, and boom. That's exactly what happens, and my man's able to get both feet in. I mean, come on. How are you not a fan of it? Still couldn't do anything about it. That's exactly how you run that route, especially if you have off-man coverage, right? You're chopping it up to him. You're putting the Medusa eyes on him, right? You want to stone his feet. Paralysis by analysis right here. And you can see him jogging that shit right there. You want him to take that one step. Even if it's a false step, boom. You see that? False step right there. He's not going to be able to bog it back down. Look at it. He took 2. He made that man hop it out. Boom, hop it out right there. And then he's on it, right? And he's looking. That's the worst part. If you in that situation and you looking at the shoulder, Ken Griffey style. I ain't lying. High and away. Great throw by Sam Darnold. Yosemite Sam. Still slinging that bad boy right there. 2 feet in. Outstanding. Man, I love this matchup right here with Max Melton going against mine Jigba, right? Max Melton's my guy from South Jersey, Rutgers. He was having a tough time with Jackson Smith and Jigba ass shit because he varies the rhythm so good. Look at that. You saw that right there? Let's go back on that, right? A little bit of teach tape right here. We got to do the teach tape, baby. Check this out. My man's coming off, right? He's sizing you up, right? He's setting the table right here. And you can see Max Melton, right? Kind of relaxing him. Then you can see him. Watch. Look at that. Watch his arms, right? You can just see by the arms. The arms not really swinging right here, right? He's varying the rhythm. Then when he gets this wide joint right here, it's time to get it on. And look at that, right? He's able to accelerate, right? That's how you understand how to play the game of football, right? From a technical standpoint, which somebody didn't know how to do, his predecessor right there. But you can see right here, man, in these back shoulder fades right there, when you're varying the rhythm and you have a quarterback who's on rhythm and timing with him, What do you do? Hey, look at that. That's some good shit right there. Max Melton wasn't totally out of the play with it. But yeah, he wasn't totally in it either. Come on, man. You can't stop Smith and Jigba. Now, this was a bad call, and they were trying to justify that shit on the telecast. Referee Terry McCauley, right, rules analyst Terry McCauley said that Smith and Jigba grabbed him and pulled him down. I don't see that right here. It's looking like Smith and Jigba, right, when he met Max Melton, bang, right? It looks like he's automatically was going down because he was air napping, right? So he was going down anyway. I don't see any grabbing and pulling right here, right? Matter of fact, look, where's his arms and hands at? They're all away from Max Melton. And boom, he had to sit it down and he got put on his pockets, if anything, right? Erased another Zach Charbonnet would have been a dope-ass touchdown run as well. Crazy. Yo, I don't know about you, but I always respected trendsetters, and I believe Profit X is that. Profit X is a peer-to-peer sports exchange coming at you from right here in the good old US of A. Going on the days where they place severe limitations on what you could accomplish, being able to go directly peer-to-peer opens up everything. Set your own odds and welcome all challenges. And to me, that was the essence of sports predictions. You and your buddy talking that trash to each other, putting your money where your mouth is. Whether it's prop bets, money lines, player props, Profit X has you covered because you'll be going against other users and not against sports books battling the house. Use promo code TOPBILLIN and claim up to $200 in profit cash on all plays for the first 30 days playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. So let's check out these sequencing of events for your man Devin Witherspoon, who I absolutely cannot stand. And I don't give a damn what any of you say about it. That's my own personal, right? There's always a guy like this on the team, right? It seemed like there was a guy like this on every team that I played on at the very least. Well, they just sell too many wolf tickets, right? More style than substance. Look at this man going against North Philly's own Marvin Harrison Jr. But is he really locating? What's going on here? What's with the technique right here, right? What do you want to do, right? He shot that bad boy, and he's going to your left. So you're going to shoot that right hand to that left shoulder pad, but no, he runs a catch, right? He's working with the wrong arm. Now right there, you're already out leveraged. You're going to have to turn, flip, try to reposition yourself, right? When you were going to use that originally as a rangefinder. So now it's not a rangefinder. He's running. Look at it. He's running and grabbing and shit like that, like some type of sexual predator or something like that, trying to feel his way through his route. And look at him. He's already got Harrison hooked and everything like that as well. So they could say something about that, but we'll call it good work. If the ref don't call it, you play on. But look at that, right? Bam, getting mossed up there, right? Well, yeah, these are unfortunate events right here, right? The way he landed right there. Now, this is what I absolutely hate from this man, which makes me dislike him straight. His man, right, clearing out. You get a stop route right here in the zone, right? He hooks it up. Trey McBride does. Now, Devin Witherspoon, like I said before, I think he's very good in zone. I actually think if he was a safety, he could be lights out. As a slot corner, y'all keep hyping him up because they send him on blitzes and they scheme it up for him to blitz, or he may knock down a pass by a quarterback at the line of scrimmage. I don't give a fuck about all that. Wow, whoop-de-doo. That's not as impressive as like Darian Kendrick up there making plays, getting interceptions and covering people and all that like that. I feel like that makes Seattle's defense that much more dangerous when you have somebody like Darian Kendrick playing, right? He can blitz too. You can send him on a blitz and he can knock down a pass or maybe touch a quarterback, get himself a half sack or something like that. But check this out. He's good in zone. This was a good play by him, right? Oh, man. Why are you so demonstrative and getting over? Look, man, the thing for Ernest Jones probably saved that man a taunting penalty. That's not even your man. You didn't cover him straight up. Why are you doing that? He didn't even know you were there. He has no clue that you're there. That's like going and punching somebody in the side of the head that wasn't looking and then talking trash to them like you squared up with them. You came in zone and knocked down a pass. Great play. Move on to the next one. You're going to stand up over Trey McBride like you could guard him one-on-one? He would destroy Devin Witherspoon one-on-one. And y'all know it, too. Y'all can pretend like it. Y'all can pretend like it all you want. You know damn well he would get destroyed in one-on-one. But he wants to talk and act like he's doing something like that, right? No, I can't take it, bro. That shit is so corny to me, man. Darian Kendrick, they need to find a way to put that ball in there. And I saw this, right? In base, right? They were going with some kind of big nickel set with DeAnthony Bell, and Josh Jobe was the starting cornerback over Tariq Woolen, right? And then they had Devin Witherspoon on the outside there. They should go all the way with that shit and put Darian Kendrick in at the slot, right? If you do it to Woolen, I know it won't ever happen because that man was the 5th overall pick there, but I'm telling you, Darian Kendrick, they need to find some way. Maybe, I don't know. They need to get Darian Kendrick in there. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Wallahi, I knew they were going to go after Devin Witherspoon in the slot when I saw that matchup there, and they saw it previously as well. He's the worst covered corner on the damn team, and you have him on a talented player like Marvin Harrison, right? That's good work. That's good work because they didn't call anything on Witherspoon as well, right? You're coming out of this right here, left hand to the right shoulder pad, all right, for the first. Okay, get it off. He had to get it off, right? It wasn't like you just jammed it and let it go. He having to knock it off, right? Knock it off. Like he's Ryan Leaf or somebody like that. And then look, in the transition, my man is waiting too long to try to track. And then look, they're both grabbing each other. Like you can't complain and say something's a push off and you're grabbing as well. Look, he has a hold of his jersey. Like where's the push off with it then? If you still has a hold of his jersey, look, he has a hold of his collar and he's grabbing on or whatever like that. That's just good work. You got to learn how to cover, man, and stop woofing all the damn time, bro. More style than substance. Look at this. Williams still hasn't taken a step, right? Froze him something serious like a popsicle. Check this out. Played him real smooth, right? Keep it straight, tight to the vest. You don't know what it's going to be. It could be finesse. It could be power. He hits him with the finesse. Stabs it to the inside. Look at this, man. Heavy legged, waist bending, not moving, no foot energy to it. Then what's back outside? Look at him. Really bent him up. He's all straight and narrow, not moving his feet, not going to work with you, Uchenna Nwosu. Excuse me, sir. I would like to get to your Sonic the Hedgehog quarterback. And that's exactly what he does. Before Sonic could get off with them Sonic the Hedgehog feet. Bang. Fertilized. All right, villains, we're going to call it right there. You know it's super late here on the East Coast in Philadelphia, and your boy got to get a little bit of shout-out. But we'll come back with the All-22 and do it right. Patreon.com/TopBillin to get the full unedited John. You know, probably got to chop this up with those content ID claims. So if you want to see the full unedited one, it's there. We'll have, of course, original content as well at the Patreon, so make sure you're tapping in over there, right? A lot of shit to get through on the All-22, man. Some really good stuff was going on up front. Them boys was getting after it. Leonard Williams and Byron Murphy and Jaron Reed, Boye Mafe and all them dudes was doing it, man. Drake Thomas. How about Drake Thomas? And, yeah, the boys on the back end as well, man. Seattle is just going to be a tough out for anyone, right? I think Arizona's a very talented team as well. They got some stuff to work out, but they can be very explosive, and they can definitely give hell to people. But, man, I don't see Seattle could beat, man, they look like he could beat just about anybody if they have it going, you know what I mean, how they need to be having it going. I still think that run game, though, is mad suspect to me, right? Too many losses, right? Taking too many L's, right? Too many at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage stops for that run game. They got to figure something out like that. So we'll definitely tap into that and see what's going on there. But, man, all in all, man, that air show, everybody wanted to see the tight ends get involved, right? We'll get something on that as well. Got the mini bye coming up. And, yeah, that's what it is, all right? So, once again, much love to all my villains, much love to all my supporters out there. Make sure you're heading over to Prophet X as well, man, setting your own standards over there, all right? Let's get it.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.